and it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it needs to know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and coming through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions,
What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson off play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown. Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you gotta snap it. You gotta...
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
No time out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception and throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Up the middle they go. Bailey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now Jackson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on second down. Jackson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Ravens 21, Browns 9. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
25 yards that time.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Alert!
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. Faking the give, now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break, Watson. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 27, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Play action. Now Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff overall.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns' drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Watson rolling to his right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Watson off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Watson And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he slips up past the 40. Being tackled.
Gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Jackson on first down.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go play action with Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on second and long. Watson.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on third down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And 31!
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll kick it away for the second. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, no timeout.
One last throw here for Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard.